Greet then lads and lasses, how we doing and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. First thing is first, doesn't matter about anything in this video, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. Honestly, I know I've not been consistent and I do hold my hands up. Since I've turned 18, life has took a whole new different learning curve. You're going out partying with your mates, you're going to the pubs now, girls, which is the worst of it all. Apologies to any girls I speak to, but you get the picture. When you turn 18, your life really does change. It comes with responsibilities, stress, with keeping your sort of YouTube and TikTok applications up to date, but nevertheless, thank you so much. Honestly, if it wasn't for your support, even though I'm not being consistent, I probably would have packed it in by now. So genuinely, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. What a milestone to hit, and we should be consistent from now on. You lot have got to make sure to remind me in the comments below, by the way. Anyways though, yet again thank you. But in today's daily news video, although the transfer window has shut, we have some transfer news. We also have some news on Anthony Gordon. People have speculated, is Anthony Gordon not playing well for Newcastle because he wants to move to Liverpool? First of all, absolutely not. But Eddie Howe has just came out in an interview and said why Anthony Gordon may not look like the Anthony Gordon we all know and love. We've got some injury updates on Emil Krafth as he's withdrawn from the Swedish national team. Is that actually tactical from Newcastle United? I think it is. And Jamal Lewis, who joined Newcastle United 6 years ago now, has joined Brazilian giants Sao Paulo on loan. You heard that correctly. But without further ado, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and of course, subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. Turn the notification bell on so you're never ever late for an upload, and let me know down below, do you think the reason why Anthony Gordon is not up to par as of now is because of fitness or because he wants to move to Liverpool? I know my answer. Without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start off with some transfer news, as of course the Brazilian, the Saudi Arabian, and I think a few Asian transfer markets are open longer than the Premier League window. It's been reported variously and widely that Newcastle United fourth choice left back Jamal Lewis has joined Sao Paulo. Where on earth did this come from? The 26-year-old left-back has played his last ever game for Newcastle, of course, in pre-season, as he has 1 year left on his contract, and he also joined Sao Paulo on loan. We couldn't even get him fully off the wage books. Fingers crossed though, they will be paying a hefty fee of Jamal's wage. If he's not playing for us, we shouldn't really be paying for his wage. Anyways though, for Jamal Lewis and himself, like I said at the start of the video, he joined Newcastle United 6 years ago now for £15 million. We don't usually, especially back then, chuck up that sort of money. When he came to Newcastle, he was widely regarded as a very great youngster. He came from Norwich City, and even Liverpool at that time wanted to sign the Northern Irishman, and I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted this one to work, and unfortunately it just hasn't. Even under Eddie Howe in pre-season, he's looked lackluster. Maybe this pre-season he looked half decent, but I remember against Rangers the previous season, Sandro Tonali's first ever game, he was playing left wing and he didn't have a clue what to do on the football pitch. Nevertheless though, unfortunately it's just one of them and it didn't work out. Best of luck to Jamal Lewis to not be in Newcastle's squad, then play in front of fans like Sao Paulo fans in a beautiful country, in a beautiful stadium. Do you know what it is? Fair play. Anyways, moving on to Emil Krafth, then we get on to the Anthony Gordon news. It's been reported, or I should say, it's been said by the Swedish national team themselves via their social media that Emil Krafth has withdrawn from the Swedish national team via an undisclosed injury. Now, against Tottenham Hotspur, I didn't see Emil Krafth pick up any obvious knocks. I'm not gonna lie, I think Eddie Howe has asked Emil Krafth to kind of take a hit on this one. If he has asked Emil Krafth to withdraw from the Swedish national team to sort of fulfill Newcastle United duties, you've got to say to Emil Krafth, what an absolute warrior. Although it was just the Nations League, you've got to be an absolute hero to turn down the opportunity to play for your country, to help out your club. Of course, your country where you've grew up, you've spoke the language you love, but you would rather help your club who you have no immediate affection with. Emil Krafth, hats off. What a guy. Actually though, I don't think Emil Krafth has been getting the flowers he deserves recently. What an unsung hero and against Spurs in itself. I think Emil Krafth had an absolutely solid display. Doesn't get spoken about too much, and yet again, we all speak about Fabian Schär being the bargain of the century. Don't worry, he is. But Emil Krafth fulfilling at right back and right centre back for £4.5 million, I believe it was. Yet again, he's been an absolutely class buy. He'll just sit around in the squad. When he needs to come in, he'll give you a 7 out of 10. And I love them sort of players. They don't do anything very classy, they don't do anything extraordinary, but if you need them to do a job, they certainly will. Anyways, on to the news that you probably all want. It's been speculated by some Newcastle fans that Anthony Gordon's head isn't in the game. It doesn't look like he wants to play for Newcastle United. First of all, that's absolute rubbish. Anyways though, Eddie Howe was asked in a press conference, why isn't Anthony Gordon looking like the Anthony Gordon we know? The man that absolutely epitomises the meaning of work rate. He's energetic, he's emphatic, up and down the pitch. Where is that Anthony Gordon gone? Eddie Howe was asked that question and he responded with this. When he came back to us, he got a 2-week pre-season. Normally, players get a pre-season which is 5 to 6 weeks. I think it's clear that Anthony is slightly off on his fitness levels, especially where he was last year. He worked tirelessly to get into the best physical shape that was possible. That's exactly the reason why, as we all know, Anthony Gordon didn't have a full pre-season with Newcastle United because he took part in the Euros. Took part, let's say that very dimly, by the way. What did he play, around 3 minutes against Slovakia, was it? I can't exactly remember, but Anthony Gordon didn't get the game time he deserved in that Euros campaign. He was barely used as a substitute, and he was only substituted once, so he was not fit for that whole time he was out with the Euros. He then got extended holiday leave because he was at the Euros, and he's had a very short pre-season. It will take time for Anthony Gordon to get back, yet again, to those energetic, intense levels, which we all know and love our Anthony Gordon to be. Although saying that though, he has already scored this season, which is an absolutely fantastic indication that he's already got himself off the mark. Thank God Alexander Isak also got himself off the mark against Tottenham Hotspur, but there we have it, lads and lasses. Anthony Gordon, don't worry, he's not going anywhere, especially in January. There we have it, lads and lasses. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new, although we've already hit 10k, we are not stopping here. And of course, let me know down below, do you think Anthony Gordon will be a Newcastle United player for the foreseeable future? Hope you've enjoyed the video. I've been Josh. Go and enjoy your day, people.